This is Neural Newscast for Sunday, May 10th, 2026.
Our weekly briefing on the global stories that matter.
I am joined today by Isabel.
And reporting with Peter, this is the Week in Review.
We begin with a week of high-stakes diplomacy that has effectively reached a standstill. President Trump has formally rejected a 14-point peace proposal submitted by Tehran through Pakistani intermediaries.
That proposal included demands for a complete United States troop withdrawal and the lifting of the naval blockade within 30 days. The president signaled that Iran has not yet paid a significant enough price to warrant a resolution on those terms.
The rejection has also triggered a significant diplomatic rift with Germany. Chancellor Friedrich Merz criticized the administration's strategy, suggesting the United States is being outplayed by the Iranian leadership.
Merz even used the word humiliation to describe the stalled negotiations in Islamabad. The president responded on Truth Social, arguing the chancellor does not grasp the scale of the nuclear threat Iran poses to the world.
While the diplomats argued, the situation in the Strait of Hormuz reached a boiling point. The White House launched Project Freedom this week to escort merchant vessels through the contested waterway.
There are roughly 1,000 ships currently stranded. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps responded by claiming a new maritime control zone, warning the United States Navy that all movements must now be coordinated with Tehran.
We have already seen kinetic action. American forces reportedly destroyed 6 Iranian small boats and several drones engaged in provocative maneuvers, while the Navy provided armed escort for commercial traffic.
The economic impact was immediate. Crude oil prices spiked above $107 per barrel as the blockade and Project Freedom operations tightened their grip on global energy logistics.
Inland, the conflict is taking a toll on regional infrastructure. Iranian missiles struck an oil facility in the United Arab Emirates this week, wounding 3 Indian workers and prompting a temporary closure of UAE airspace.
The technical reality of Iran's military is also coming into focus. Defense Secretary Peter Hegseth confirmed to the Senate that Iranian missiles can now reach 4,000 kilometers.
That is nearly double their previous claims, a shift proven by a strike near the joint United States-UK base at Diego Garcia. This change in reach is altering the security calculus for Western assets in the Indian Ocean.
In response, Israel is expanding its air force with 100 new F-35s. To keep up with the volume of incoming fire, they have even integrated ultra-Orthodox workers into the production lines for aero interceptors.
While the regional war expands, domestic policy in the United States reached a major milestone on Monday. Nebraska became the first state to enforce new federal Medicaid work requirements.
The program launched 8 months early, and analysts expect 25,000 residents could lose their health coverage. Governor Jim Pillen defended the move, saying it helps residents become productive members of the community.
This is part of a massive federal effort to control spending. The Congressional Budget Office estimates these reforms could save $911 billion over the next 10 years.
However, policy experts at Georgetown warn that states are already at a breaking point due to staffing shortages. They expect significant confusion as residents navigate the new verification standards.
Moving to the human cost within Iran, the judiciary announced the executions of several men this week. This includes 2 men accused of spying for Israel and 3 others connected to anti-regime protests in January.
Human rights groups say the total number of political executions has reached 24 since the war resumed in March. We are also monitoring the critical health of Nobel laureate Narges Mohammadi.
Mohammadi was transferred from prison to a hospital in Zanjan with fluctuating blood pressure and severe nausea. Her foundation says the Ministry of Intelligence is blocking her transfer to Tehran for specialized care.
It has been a week defined by the failure of diplomacy and the testing of military and economic boundaries. From the drones in Lebanon to the work requirements in Nebraska, the landscape is shifting rapidly.
Looking toward next week, the Israeli Security Cabinet is scheduled to meet, and the United States Treasury continues to warn global shipping firms against paying tolls to Tehran for passage through the strait.
The escalation of Project Freedom will also be a major focal point as more merchant ships attempt to navigate the Gulf under military protection.
Our thanks to Isabel for her analysis.
And we also thank Peter. We appreciate you listening.
Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.